Yeah, I get this question asked quite a lot. How do you find clients for your SMMA? Not only that, how do you qualify them? Because you don't want to be reaching out to the wrong people that can't even afford your service or aren't even interested in marketing in the first place. So that's what this video is all going to be about, how to find clients for your SMMA and how to actually qualify them. So when you are reaching out to them, they will be in love with your service. Also, if you are brand new to SMMA or just my channel, I do have a Facebook group full of people that are brand new to social media marketing agency and are looking to sign their first client. It's the first link in my description. Join now. But yeah, in today's video, I'm going to be going over how to find the clients for your social media marketing agency and how to qualify them, because you don't want to be reaching out to the wrong people. So whether you're finding clients for e-commerce or local business, for me personally, I always just use Google and I search on there. So for the first example, I'm just going to be showing you how to find local business clients, and then at the end I'll show you how to do e-com. They're pretty much similar how I do it personally anyway. There's like 100 different ways, but let's just go through it quickly. So you go to Google, and for this example I'll just be doing car dealerships, because that's obviously with what I do. So then what you would do is you just searched used car dealerships in Essex, for me as well by the way. And when I do outreach, I have like a map of the whole of United Kingdom on Photoshop, and whenever I do a certain area, so I wouldn't choose the whole of Essex, I'd choose like a specific area, and I would just like highlight it in red so I know not to target there again. Once you have done that, obviously this will pop up. So then I literally just go through each one of these websites. Now obviously the first couple like AA and Auto Village and Motors, and all of these ones, they're huge. They're like the auto traders, right? So there's no point reaching out to them because they're multi-million companies and they're not actual individual car dealerships. So a lot of the time what I do actually is go into just page 2 just to skip past all of that BS. And obviously the first couple as well will be paid ads. So these are obviously people that are paying Google pay-per-click, which sometimes are actually great clients. So sometimes I will go through them. And what I do, by the way, I hold Command and click on it, because otherwise if you don't, when you just click on a link, it will open up in this tab. Whereas what you want to do is open it up in another tab so you can just quickly go in and out of it. A lot of the times, the ones that are paying for Google pay-per-click, they probably have got marketing on lockdown, but some of them don't. Some of them just pay Google. So it's good to check anyway. But how I qualify car dealerships anyway, first thing I always look for is how many cars they have in stock. So these guys, for example, they have only got 15 cars, which is definitely just not enough. They wouldn't have sort of the budget to pay for marketing. So I would just leave these guys in general. So yeah, just carry on sort of having a look through. So let's just choose some random ones here and let's have a look through them. Cool, so then the first thing I obviously look for is how many cars they have got in stock. So these guys have got 81, so that's definitely more than enough than what you're sort of looking for. Now with car dealerships, I normally tend to look for a minimum of 35 cars at least. If they're like luxury ones, sometimes go down to 25 just because there's a bigger payout obviously. But obviously if you're reaching out to restaurants, I suppose you'd have a look at the menu and look at the price of the food that they're selling. So it's a more high-end restaurant, then you can obviously reach out to them. So it's all different and adjust it to the niche that you're in. But anyway, going back to this example, so with the cars, they've definitely got enough. Second thing I look for is if they have a Facebook pixel. And now that I do that with this, which is a Facebook pixel helper. And you literally just go into Google and you search Facebook pixel helper, and it will be the first link. It's a little Google Chrome extension. So if you're on Safari, it won't quite work, at least I don't think. So yeah, install Google Chrome and then this little extension here. And it's completely free. It takes like a minute to install. And then once you've got it, you can check whether a website has a Facebook pixel. By the way, if you don't know what a Facebook pixel is and you're brand new to social media marketing, it's basically a little add-on to the website that lets you track the visitors that come onto the website, so then you can retarget them with Facebook ads in the future. If they don't have a Facebook pixel installed onto their website, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. But if they do, it's a good thing. So yeah, as you can see, they do not have the Facebook pixel. So then what I do is go on to their Facebook. And obviously the first thing I look for is under page transparency, you press see more if they are running any ads. So it would say here, this page is running ads, or obviously these guys are currently not. So if they were, you just press go to ad library and you would see the ads that they're running. Now, if their page is running ads, just make sure you double check and have a look at it, because sometimes they're running ads themselves and they just look terrible, like the ad copy is terrible, or the picture or the video, whatever it is terrible. And if you know you can do a better job, 100% reach out to them, because there is actually a higher chance of you signing that client if they are already running ads but they're just shit, than a client that has never run ads before. Because think about it, so if they are running ads already, that means they believe in it at least more than the person that isn't running ads. So you don't have to convince them and get them to understand that paid advertisement works. They already believe that, they just don't know how to do it. So anyway, side tangent. So these guys would actually be a perfect example to reach out to, okay? So they've got enough cars, they would have enough budget to pay for your marketing. So the next thing, before I actually reach out to them, you have to try and find the business owner's name. So there's a bunch of ways of how you could do that. So let's just go through them. So number one, first thing I always check for, if you go back onto the website, they'll have most of the time about us page. Now with this one, they just have reviews, but a lot of the time it says like meet the team or like actual about us, and it has a bit of history about the company. And a lot of the times it will say like Tom back in, or whatever the name is, Tom back in 1986 started the company, etc. So obviously that's a dead giveaway of the owner, right? So for these guys, they don't have quite that, they just have reviews. So that's the first actual example. Second one is obviously reviews, which we'll look at right now. So what I do is I just quickly go through the reviews. Now with these guys, they have it like shortened down, so it'd be a little bit harder to have a look through. But as you can see right here, Mark Lamb is a star, so that's first of all a name there. You got the name here again. So in the reviews, it will most of the time it will say like the business owner's name, or sometimes it isn't necessarily the business owner. It's maybe like the car salesman, or if it's a restaurant, if it's like the waiter there. So you want to double check that it's the actual owner that you're reaching out to. But anyway, if you look through the reviews, most of the time the business owner's name is there. So yeah, as you can see, Mark again and again, but Mark dealt with there you go, Mark. So you get the point. So that's second way I think is to find the business owner's name is reviews on Google. So right here, in fact, another thing to qualify, by the way, you want to make sure your prospect has good reviews on Google and Facebook, I suppose. Because if they have shit reviews, and when I say shit reviews, anything less than, I'd say 3.5 stars out of 5. 3.5 is like very low already. You don't want to go lower than that. But the higher the rating, obviously, the better, because it will just make your life a lot easier. So especially if you're working with like restaurants, right? You really are going to be working with the lifetime value of their customer. So if they have a bad review, that means pretty much a lot of people that go in there, they've either had a bad experience with the waiter, the manager, the food, etc., right? So they leave a bad review. They're probably not going to come back there later on. Now, if you're then signing on a client that has like a 2-star review out of 5, no matter how good your ads are and how many leads you get for them, if that person looks at their reviews and it just says the food was terrible, etc., they're not going to come to the restaurant. So yeah, so definitely look at the reviews and make sure they're at least above a 3.5. So anyway, going back to how to find the name of the business owner. So that was one in the reviews, then also in the website as well, about us. A third way, if you can't find the name of the business owner in reviews for Google, you can go into the reviews of Facebook. Again, look, the name is right there, Mark. And again, just look through it really quickly. Look, again, Mark. So you get the point, right? So you just have a look through the reviews, and most of the time the business owner's name will be on there. Now, if worse comes to worse and you can't find the business owner's name anywhere on the reviews or anything like that, there is another sneaky way of doing it, and that is called Company House. So what you do is you go into Google and you just search Company House, beta search, and it will come up. And then what you do is you want to copy and paste the business name, but you want to make sure you copy and paste the actual limited name of the company. So there you go, Selector Cars Ltd. So that's the actual trading name under the business. So then you'll get a bunch of results that pop up. Now, how do you actually make sure it's the right one? Is you want to look at the address of where it's actually registered, okay? So with these guys, I believe they're in Colchester, right? Let me just double check. How you can do that is you go into contact, and most of the time they will have, the address, which is Colchester CO77JG, and there you go, Colchester CO77JG. and you click on it, and then you go into under people, and I can guarantee you there'll be Mark. There you go, you got Mark. And it will even say sort of the role that they're in. So, well, he's got it registered as he's the secretary and the director, but Mark is definitely the director. And it will even have like a history of other people that have been in the business before. So make sure, yeah, that they're active, and make sure their role is director. So that just qualified, you know, that they have enough cars, so they'll have enough money for your marketing fees. You've found the business owner's name, and you've double checked it as well through Company House, so you're ready to reach out to them. Now, if worst comes to worst and you've done all of these methods and you can't find the business owner's name, there are a couple of extensions that you can use. There's one that I used before, which is hunter.io. And basically what it is, it's like a little extension to Google Chrome, like one of these. So at the moment I've got this one, which is, I forgot what it's called, snov.io. So basically once you click on it, it'll be like it's the same as a Facebook pixel helper. It's a little extension on Google Chrome. And then once you click on it, it'll bring up all of the emails that I can find for the business, okay? So I'm not logged in at the moment, but you can log in, and it's a paid service. I think it's like $40 a month or something like that. So it's a little bit expensive, but it's definitely worth it. You know, if you sign one client, that's more than enough paid for. But you can kind of guess anyway, so mark.lam, you get the point, right? And you always want to be emailing directly to the business owner. You don't really want to email sales or anything like that, because it will just, you know, go to a generic email that probably doesn't get checked often. And if it does, it's not going to be by the owner. But anyway, so that's how you find local business, how to qualify them, and how to find the business owner's name. Now let's go to e-commerce. Now I just want to put it out there, right? I'm just myself personally going into e-commerce, so I'm transitioning. So I don't know, you know, like the best ways of finding e-commerce names and businesses. I'm sure there's way better ways, but the way I do it is really simple and quite similar to what I've just shown you. So let's just say, again, you know, I go into Google, and let's just say I'd be searching for beauty products. So I search that, and then what I do, instead of going into like the second page, I go all the way to page number 10, just because the first couple of pages are definitely going to be like the biggest brands out there. So then what you do is you just scroll down, and again, you hold command and you open up all of these pages one by one, and you just go through them. So with e-commerce, I obviously don't look for how many cars they're selling or things like that. The first thing I look for is, does the website look like it converts well? So with this one, it doesn't look terrible, but definitely could be better. But I don't know, it probably would convert pretty well. I'm not the expert on beauty products, but so that's the first thing I look for, is the website. Then second of all is obviously Pixel, which they do have, which is great. Then I scroll down and have a look at Facebook if they are running any ads. Okay, never mind, these guys are verified. They got 1.1 million likes. They're probably running ads already, but let me just double check. Yeah, they're definitely running ads. Okay, never mind. This is how much I know about beauty products. So you just move on to the next one. So cool, here's one. They don't have a Facebook pixel, which, you know, isn't the end of the world, but it just probably means that they aren't running any ads. And if they are, they've got somebody that's running ads for them. You can do a better job. We'll go check out their Facebook. And by the way, most of the time their Facebook and their social medias will be at the bottom of their website. So let's have a look, page transparency. Okay, cool. So these guys are actually running ads. So let's have a look at the ads that they are running. So they're only running 6 ads at the moment. You know, you could definitely do a better job with especially what's happening around the world at the moment, how everybody's home. So looking through them, you know, they're not terrible, but you could probably do a better job with the ad copy and the pictures. So I would still definitely reach out to them. And I mean, they're still running an ad for Mother's Day from the 13th of March. Yeah, it's like 13th of April, right? It's literally the 13th of April at the time of this recording. Anyway, so you go out of here. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, if they are running ads already, don't get discouraged and be like, oh no, you know, don't worry, they're already running ads. Like, it's a good thing that they're running ads, so they already believe in paid advertisement. So what you would do, obviously, to try and find the name is exactly what the same steps that I just showed you before. So I'd go into the About Us page on their Facebook and have a look at their story that they have written up. And it even says right here, right, her name is Kate. So that's basically a dead giveaway. So I'm assuming this lady here is Kate. And honestly, if you're seriously reaching out to these clients, I'd suggest you read the whole sort of About Us page. We don't have to, but if you do and you get on a call with them, or, you know, get on a Zoom meeting with them, it's a lot better for you if you know their story and little things like that, because that will separate you from all the other schmucks that are just reaching out to them automatically every single day. So I'd definitely say that is a big tip. So it's definitely, the lady's name is Kate. So with e-commerce, I don't quite reach out, you know, through the phone or an email, same as I would for local business. What I do with these guys is actually through Instagram, but I think that will be for another whole video of how I actually outreach for e-commerce. If you do want to see a video about that, let me know. If this video gets 20 likes, I will do a quick video on exactly how I outreach for e-com clients, because it's definitely a lot different to local business. And I've been having some great success with it so far. So if you want to see a video like that, drop a like on this video and I might make one for the next one. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. I've basically gone through, where to find the clients, how to qualify them, and how to find their business owner's name. And again, if you're brand new to social media marketing and you're looking to sign your first couple of clients, I have a whole Facebook group full of people just like yourself that are looking for some help. It's a free group, of course, to join. It's the first link in the description down below. But other than that, that is it for this video. And yeah, I'm out.